In this video, we're going to talk about some basic reporting features in the Report Designer. So let's launch the organizer. Let's open up a report template. So let's pick quick start 51. Okay, so this is a pretty plain looking report and we want to make it look nicer. You can select the cells in this report by basically pressing down the left key and drag across and let go, and then you selected all the cells in these two rows, basically the table header and the table data section. What we want to do is to do some formatting. Notice that actually the text center align, and we want to make them all left align. So here is the left align button, horizontal align left, and you see that everything is aligned to the left edge of the cells. Next, let's do some data formatting. Let me select a couple of fields here, unit price and stain price, by first clicking on one and then hit the control key and click again. And I want to make add dollar signs to these two numbers, and so what I do is I will, after I select it, I will go ahead and say do format, data format, and select numeric format, fixed point, and then basically you'll see the dialog here. You have 2 decimal points and there's no unit symbol, so we select dollar sign as the unit symbol, and everything else just leave as default decimal point for the thousand separator and so on. So now, as you can see, I have dollar signs, and these the prices, unit price and stain price, are in dollars and with 2 decimal points. Notice there's a logical field here, discontinue, true, false, and I want to make it to display yes or no. So I select yes, no in this set format dialog, and now it's, instead of displaying false, it says no right here. And notice that the column, the names in the column header actually are retrieved from the database, and like product ID, product name, there's no space between the 2 words, and let's go ahead and change it. You can basically just click on the label and then just add a space in this dialog, and repeat, do the same thing for all the column names. Stain price, units in stock, except for discontinue, which is just 1 word. Notice that the Report Explorer on the left essentially gives you like a structural view of the report. So you have the table header, and the table header has several fields. As you click on these names, it will be highlighted. The corresponding cells or field will be highlighted. Next things I want to do is to show dual color. Like if I do a preview right now, you can see that the report looks pretty plain, and what I want to do is to add dual color to it, make it look a little bit nicer. So first thing is I select the table data section, and then I click on the dual color button right here, and I say enable dual colors. Row index is 1, and then I want to set the background color of the row. So click here, let's say just pick like a blue or purple type color, and basically you're done. But you probably want to also set the font or font size. Right now it's set to what, 12. Let's make it 10, and keep the default color. And now we preview it. You'll see that you have dual color in your report. Next, let's try to insert an image. Sometimes you may want to insert put a logo in your report, or some background image that make it look nice or uniform in your company style. So let's first make the report header a little bit bigger, make it like about an inch or so, and then select the click on the image button. So put the image here, and then browse for the image. We'll go up to help, examples, data sources, database, and then this image right here. And you can basically adjust it to different sizes and so on, or reset to default. So in this case, I just simply use the default, and then when you view it, you have a image, a logo at the top. Next, let's insert a title, and put it in the report header. We call it the product list, and you can increase the size by selecting a different font. Or font size as well, so like that. And when you preview, you have a report with title and logo. Of course, if you don't like the font, you can always change it to something else. So select the object. So like so. You can also draw lines on the report. So let's try to add a line here to separate the table header and table data section. So now when you preview it, you see there are lines separating the two sections. So one thing we talk about is the nice feature about Report Explorer. We can actually bring it up, and since the line is kind of hard to see, you can actually go into the Report Explorer, and actually you see the line there when you click on it, and you can, like, if you want to change it or just remove it, you can do so with the Report Explorer. There are also options for each section you can configure. Like, for example, if I look at the table data, right click, I can say repeat on every page, so that the table header, namely the name of each column, can be repeated on every page. So now when I preview it, I go to the next page, I have the report header shown on each page. Or I can go back and remove it, and then when you preview it, you notice that you have the report headers on the first page, but then when you go to the next page, there's no more report header. So this concludes the basic formatting features.